for an extra $321, you get an aluminum.
Show y'all the top of my toolbox.
More precision fit while building the engine.
Dirty, right? All these snap-on lights I ain't even used yet. And I just broke this Amazon light, this dumbass light. I ain't even used it yet. I broke the thing. I don't know how the hell. I don't know. The thing been sitting up here on the top of this box for 2-3 months now. I've never used it. I went to move it and it broke. So I don't even know how much it was. I think it was like 20-something dollars or some shit. 2019 Ford GT. Them Jones was nice. I like the older one though over the newer ones though.
Well, moments ago, a 1966 Corvette Custom came across the block. The first bid was $100.
Look at that. Sold for $230,000. That's a 1966 Corvette. You can't even get the most. You could go get you a Hellcat right now, or whatever top car that's out right now, Cadillac, whatever it may be. It ain't gonna sell for no $230,000, but that 1966 Corvette did. You know what I mean? That's crazy, right? The average person wouldn't understand that, but these cars is worth money, man. Collectibles. Look at this mother. Look at this mother. Look at this car, y'all. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Look at that shit, man. Man, I would. That's something I would buy all day long.
No documentation to support if the car was built as such. Even so, it's a beautiful build of an iconic blue chip collectible.
Now, a lot of folks think the Corvette was the only Chevy with fuel injection available in 1957. Not true. While 1,040 Corvettes were built, 1,530 full-size cars also got fuel injection. This one has the 283, which is to say that it's not the lower horsepower version. This one has the Duntov cam.
283, y'all. 283 is like a 283 is like a 4.3 liter, I think, something like that. See, old school people, they use cubic inch. You know what I mean? New school like me, we go by liters. 3.8. You know what I mean? So you will call it 3.8. A 3.8 liter, you will call that a 3800. I'm sorry, you would call that a 231 cubic inches. All right. So you would say it's a 231. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they talk. Old school, they talk cubic inches. They don't go by liters. That's why on a lot of my videos, like if I got a 6.4 liter Hemi, I'll let y'all know that's a 392. Wait, is that a 392 or a 380? 392. Yeah. 6.4 is a 6.4 is a 392, but a 6.2 liter is it's like a 381, 382. So yeah, I'm used to liters, but I know the cubic inches and shit.
It's 4 inches longer than stock. Now I want you to check out this
something you just
wood
gotta
bed
get used to, you
back
know what I'm saying?
here. This is maple and mahogany. I just feel special kind of saying mahogany. It seems makes everything a little more rich.
Every time. I just had my lighter. There we go.
That's a good point.
Don't forget, if you want to learn more about all the cars that are crossing the block, see what's yet to come, go to BARRETT-JACKSON.com. Up there right now, we got a 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This is a custom coupe nicknamed Code Red.
Check out the Pontiac, y'all.
We know that because the second digit is an S for the base Firebird. That's okay. The fifth spot is M for the 352 barrel. And now it's a 416 cubic inch.
That's right. I seen it. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing.
MS Collectibles and Seacock, Mass. The fenders have been pulled. The fender wells opened up.
Look at that Pontiac. That shit is tough, yo. Yo, I will buy that joint, yo. I don't know if this is boring to y'all, but if y'all like Barrett-Jackson, y'all might like watching this. But this is what I'm doing right now. I figured I'd just bring y'all along. Maybe I might see a car y'all like. I want to talk about it in the comments below.
Of course, MS stands for Mark Shaliro, proprietor of MS Classics. got to remember that the Firebird always lived in the Camaro's shadow. In 1972, just about 30,000 Firebirds were built versus about 69,000 Camaros.
Damn. Who the Becky up there, though?
Like the integrated roll cage, tastefully done in this sort of tab all the way through. That's the rear package tray.
My bull got a whistle, though.
This one's getting some pretty serious love in here. We're over 100,000 up to 108 right now. It looks like it was going to get hammered closed, and it was another $2,000. The builder system is saying, look, you loved it at 108.
Yeah, y'all I like watching this shit. Barrett-Jackson, this shit fun, man.
Well, the more you look, the more custom touches you see with this one. That's the appeal.
I'm gonna clean out the top of this toolbox, man. This shit is fucked up. Look how dirty it is. Shit dirty.
Some cars were driven by movie stars.
It is dirty.
Here's Craig Jackson.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. Yeah, I mean, if y'all like watching these Johns, you know, tune in, man. It's something I might start doing this more often. I don't know.
Grew up with this. This is a piece of history. This is one of 3 cars that were driven on the set, one of 2 cars that were used during the film's chase scene that culminated with Cruise looking straight
All right,
into
y'all.
the camera.
Let me clean out the top of this toolbox, man. I'll catch you on the next one, man.
Cast members. This was
There who has donated this car.
1956 Chevrolet 150. Going for 285 right now. That's crazy. 300,000. I never even heard of that. A Chevrolet 150. That's old school for your ass. U.S. Army. I love Barrett-Jackson, y'all. That's all I watch. Barrett-Jackson all day long. Look at all those people. They rich. $400,000 for a car that's just gonna sit on the showroom floor. That's crazy. But in reality, all you need is like 10 stacks. You just go out there and buy a nice old school restored car. Like, that's crazy. Like, just 10 stacks.
One car here that is very special. And he's telling you about it right now.
lot number 741. This is a 1966 Shelby GT350 owned by Sir Sterling Moss. Moss stated on more than one occasion that this R specification GT350 was one of his favorite historic race cars. Power comes from a 289. These were Cade codes when they started life. 4-speed. The car was raced by Sir Sterling Moss at 9 different locations across Europe from 1991 to 1997, including a win at the Targa, Tasmania. During the Concours in Houston, Texas, ironically.
See, that might be like the only Mustang right there, or Ford, that I'll buy. I think that's the only Mustang I like. The old GT350 or the old GT500. Super Snakes.
Moments ago, we saw this 1956 Chevrolet former military car It sold for a great cause for honor flight. The hammer was $425,000, but then the person who bought it donated it back. They sold it a second time.
How you buy the car from Barrett-Jackson and donate it back to Barrett-Jackson? What?
By this car for a great cause by the buyers here at Barrett-Jackson.
Then I got sold for $825. That's
$25,000. Something that Barrett-Jackson.
there in Houston, Texas,
Over and over again, it's a perfect example of how the
where everything is jumbo.
together to support a great cause. Up on the block right now, a 1959 Chevy 3100 custom pickup truck.
What a beautiful
Look at this jaw.
This is done in black
Look at
and
this
red,
jaw.
being carried through even here into the grill. In 58, the
I'll buy that truck right there over any other truck today.
round headlights in pairs.
That truck is sick, yo. Look at that shit.
Round headlight we were all so familiar with. Chevrolet jumped right on it and put it on these pickups first as an option and then across the line for quad headlights.
This one has the fleet side body without the bolt-on fender seen earlier. This takes over from the Cameo from 55, 6, 7, and 8, but this is steel, whereas the Cameo was fiberglass.
Big and bold, $110,000. Those folks up in the skybox, a 1959 Chevy 3100 custom pickup. 1970 Chevelle, this one rolling up.
Look at this Chevelle, y'all.
SS454.
I know a lot of y'all get memories. Look at that Chevelle right there.
Born as a 454, which was the top of the muscle car mountain for Chevrolet. In 1970, they came as LS5, they came as LS6 in very, very limited numbers. So expect this to ring the bell. We're already at $110,000, and it just stopped rolling up to the block.
Matching numbers.
You already got one.
Here. It does not have the hood pins or the functional ZL2 column induction hood. Some sources say that stuff was standard.
Steve, hang on for just a second. Hang on. We've actually got an issue with the previous sale. They're still selling the 1959 3100 custom pickup truck. There it finally closed at $115,000. And that's rarely happens, but every now and then they're not quite sure who had the winning bid. As a result, they wanted to make sure that they had the right two people. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll just open it up to the two highest bidders at that moment, let them go back and forth. And I think that's what they did there.
Nice car, y'all.
Now we move on to the 1970 Chevelle, and the bid were already at 50, 70, moving on.
Interestingly, here's a great look at that non-cowl induction air cleaner. The dual snorkels, kind of station wagon-esque, but that's
454.
And on the other
Big
side,
block.
the non-cowl induction hood, we don't
That's a
see
454
the
big
closure
block.
and circle and the valve on the back. But the dome hood is correct, but kind of weird. A numbers
I forget anything over I think it's 430 cubic inches is a big block.
You paid an extra $125.
I think that's what it is. Anything over 430 or shit, it might be hey, I think it's like 430. Yeah, I think it's around 430 cubic inches. Anything over that, I think it's considered a big block.
Polyglass GT tires that were quite popular then with raised white letters.
And that 410 rear axle ratio in the back there is a pretty steep gear. What that means basically, it's like being on a 10-speed bicycle in first gear, pedaling your butt off, not going very far, but you accelerate very quickly to your maximum speed. So that's a 410. It's probably a drag strip gear. Whoever bought this wanted to go drag racing.
Numbers keep climbing. We're at $145,000.
Look at that exhaust, y'all.
Inside the bench seat, believe it or not, is actually about
That Chevelle, that's probably the most famous car
that center console,
other than Corvettes that Chevrolet made or made.
Chevrolet where you could get these Z28 style stripes other than a Z28 Camaro.
If you got a Chevelle somewhere sitting, you might be able to get 160,000 easy. But it gotta be right though. Gotta look good though. Cause these people in this show, they ain't bringing no trash, man. They cars are fully restored from top to bottom, front to back, spit and span. Shit is wiped down clean. These cars ain't, you know what I mean? You gotta come correct when you come into Barrett-Jackson though. 4.8 V8, 7-speed automatic Ferrari. Them Jones is nice.
kept going.
These
with the
Ferraris
interiors
is
as
nice,
well.
yo.
Custom blue suede
I wanted
interior.
one ever since I seen one in the Bad
Looks like a
Boys.
SEMA show car.
Bad Boys movie. I think that's the same one right there.
Gorgeous.
Bad Boys 2.
Of course, the wide body continues into the rear as well. Gives a completely different look to the 4.5.
Look at that
which
shit.
is, well, arguably one of the greatest Ferraris, the last of the normally aspirated Ferraris as well. So it still has.
I love the way they sound though. Like they sound so fucking good.
Has turbo, so I love this car.
Those Ferraris and those Audi R8s,
styling risk, and it really
they sound real good.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen the look on that guy as he drilled into that fender for the first time. Crossed himself and then let it go. You don't want to screw that up. Look forward to that up on the block.
I gotta clean off the top of my box, y'all. Every time
442, this is a
I come in this garage, it look like
explain what they mean by
I ain't touched this box in like 4 months. Every time.
Big block, which was standard issue.
I gotta clean this shit off, cuz.